Good morning, everybody. I am used to doing this at the end of the week, but today I am doing it at the beginning of the week. It is Monday. It is July 14th, 2025. I am Vince Russo, and you are not. And this is Thursday Thrashing on Friday, even though it is Monday. A bit confusing, maybe, but I owed you guys one, and I wanted to make up for it today. Come on in, everybody. You are all welcomed into my house. I would love to make you part of this conversation, man. Let's do that through super stickers or donations, and I will pull you right up on the screen because I am working, guys. I do not do this for fun. Trust me, in 2025, professional wrestling is a job. You know, a lot of people ask me, Vince, when did you stop being a wrestling fan and when did it become a job? And I'll be honest with you, man, it was probably when I went to WCW. So I left the WWE around September of 1999, and I went over to WCW. That's where wrestling really became a job for me, man. That's where I really, really stopped enjoying it as a fan. Even when I was working in the business, man, it was just a job. And obviously, I wanted to do that job to the best of my capabilities. But I really stopped being a fan of the business when I went to WCW. Obviously, the politics I had to deal with back then really, really, really took my love for what wrestling was away. You know, the early years at TNA were fun, man, because we were all on the same page. We were all striving to build something from nothing. So that was an enjoyable period. But then, of course, history repeats itself, and when Pritchard and Bischoff and Hogan joined TNA, it just became another wrestling company. And, you know, again, my love of it just decimated, man. Just decimated. It was just a job. Carlos, let me pull you up on the screen today with the first super sticker. This is all you have to do, guys, and you become a part of the conversation. Do people recognize you in public? You're the best. Thank you, Carlos. And yeah, bro, believe it or not, I still get recognized when I go out in public. You know, I am a man of the people. So I am constantly out. I love going to thrift stores, man. If you live in Colorado, you may see me at a thrift store. That's just one of my hobbies, man. I'm an avid album collector, and I am always hitting up thrift stores to see what I can find. So, guys, just like Carlos, man, you want to get involved in this conversation, super sticker or donation. Eric just became a member here on YouTube for a month, and you can become a member on YouTube and get exclusive videos for only 99 cents a month. Thank you, Eric. Another one from Carlos. I stopped being a fan when it became the PG era. I don't blame you, Carlos. Everything changed when wrestling became PG, bro. Wrestling is not made or cut out to be PG. What is wrestling based on, man? Wrestling is based on conflict. It is based on fighting. It is based on testosterone. It is based on angry men. That's not a fit with a PG product, Carlos. So I hear you loud and clear. Come on in, everybody. We're almost already up to 200 people in here. Again, become part of this conversation through super stickers and donations. Thank you very much. Guys, the headline for today's show, how TKO has bastardized the WWE product. And yes, as I've said a million times, TKO, the parent company of the WWE, is making money hand over fist. Part of that plan was to sell content to whoever wants to buy it. I don't even know all the networks WWE is on anymore. I know Raw is on USA. No, I'm sorry. Raw is on Netflix. SmackDown is on USA. Then there's Saudi Arabia. I think NXT is on USA. Then there's Evolution on Tubi. Then there's Legends and Future Stars. I have no idea where that is. Then there's Evolution. I said, bro, there's so many masters and so many contracts to fill with content. Hours and hours and hours of content on a weekly basis. And this has, without a shadow of a doubt, you can't even argue with me on this one, bro. This has bastardized the WWE product. This has watered the WWE product down. That is why numbers keep going down on Netflix and the USA Network, and they go up on social media. People are watching clips on YouTube. That's all they need to watch. They don't need to sit through a 2-hour show. They don't need to sit through a 3-hour show. All they need is about 8 minutes of clips. And that's what wrestling viewing has become to the casual wrestling fans. Match Mania, thank you, my friend. Seth Rollins injured in a meaningless match, just like Liv Morgan versus Kairi Sane. Good luck with that 2-night SummerSlam. Do 6 Penta matches, Triple H. And you know what? How did he get hurt, Match Mania? How did he get hurt? Match Mania, he got hurt with a flippy flip. These guys, man, they must flip. We must flip. This is pro wrestling, but we must flip. And bro, here's what happens when you flip. You're landing on your knees are taking the impact. Your knees are taking the impact every single time you flip. So every time we flip and we land on our feet, we are increasing the risk of injury. And we already know, bro, Rollins has glass knees. He's been injured before, but man must flip, bro. Man must flip. I just started watching Smoky Mountain Pro. I started from your first episode of Charge. To me, your show is a pulse of professional wrestling. Thank you, Dave, but it is Rocky Mountain Pro, where I was writing there for a while, but I am no longer writing there anymore. But thank you very much. Think about it, bro. Think about it. I blew my knee out because I flipped. What are you flipping for, bro? What are you flipping for? Are you an acrobat? Are you a trapeze artist? No, bro, here's what we're flipping for. We're flipping for pops. That's what we do for everything today. Everything in wrestling is about the pop. So Rollins flipped, he got a pop, and now who knows how long he's going to be out for. Eric, thank you, bro. Vince, as a former writer, make Naomi as champion makes sense. She loses to Jade, and now she's champion. Make it make sense. These marks are brain dead. Eric, I think they felt they needed to do something. I thought there was going to be a cash-in in the Goldberg-Gunther match. I thought there was going to be a cash-in. Obviously, they had to change those plans when Rollins got hurt. So I think Naomi may have been an audible, but that's just my opinion, bro. Aerith Green, what's up? Never understood why they're trying to push a feminized products. Wrestling should be a testosterone inducing product. Well, Aerith, I am going to disagree with you on that. I think there is a place in professional wrestling for women. The women work their butts off, bro. They are very, very proud in what they do. But the problem is, bro, you need to give them storylines. You need to give them character. You need to put some meat on the bone for them. You just can't put them out there. You've got to give them something. Danimal, I sent a super sickle last Friday. That's on me. Well, thank you, man. Thank you, my friend. Question was the main event Mafia, what the new blood was supposed to be in WCW. You know, Danimal, that's a great question, but I never really compared the two like that, man. I never really looked at it that way, my friend. Alejandro, the way they did Goldberg at the end disgusted me. You know, bro, and that's why you always have to question, was that done on purpose, bro? Like, seriously, you are on prime time on NBC, Saturday night's main event, and you are going to screw up the timing so we can't get Goldberg's speech in? Now, are you going to sit there and tell me I should not hit my conspiracy theory music, bro? Are you going to tell me that, bro? Again, man, if you're not hitting cues and you are a professional, somebody should be losing their job. Let's go to Matt Lee. To the people asking who created the Attitude Era, they failed to see that Vince Russo is the Attitude in the Attitude Era. Please follow on X, Bliss of Bliss. I'm not going to argue with you, Matt. Yes, I am the Attitude Era, and I always will be the Attitude Era. My friend Retro KG, what's up, Kenny? Mr. Russo just stopping by and showing support. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny is a military man, bro. Everybody shout out to Kenny, and God bless Kenny for making sure that we are all safe and sound in this country. Eric Hernandez didn't particularly care for the Evolution results. The matches were good, but no story at all, as per usual. I think AEW won on the weekend. Guys, I'm going to break the news to you. And listen, man, I've got an obsessed tooth, and my face was so swollen over the weekend that I couldn't do much of anything. But that's not why I did not watch any wrestling, bro. I did not watch Saturday night's main event. I did not watch Evolution. I did not watch AEW. I did not watch any wrestling at all over the weekend. You know why, bro? I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. Number 1, I had absolutely no interest. And number 2, if anything happened that I had to check out, bro, all I got to do is go to YouTube. That's all I got to do. I'm going to sit there for 3 hours when all I got to do is go to YouTube. That gets back to how TKO has bastardized the product, bro. They are putting out so much product that none of it means anything. It is all watered down. It is all mediocre. If they get an 8-minute clip out of a 3-hour show, those are the highlights of the show. So they've trained everybody. You don't need to watch our shows, guys. There's going to be long, meaningless matches. There's going to be no story. We're never going to leave the arena. We're going to repeat the same matches over and over and over again. We're going to do the same vignettes in the back over and over and over again. You don't need to watch the show. Just go to YouTube. Now, again, how does USA Network feel about that? Go ask them. How does Netflix feel about that? Go ask them. Nobody's watching those shows, bro. There's no reason to. There's no sense of urgency because the product has been bastardized. There is no time to write a good show. There's no time to write a good show. Bro, I wrote these shows. I know what it took to write these shows. You can't write 18 shows a freaking week. They're all going to suck. Eric, didn't particularly care for the Evolution results. The match were good. No stories as per usual. I think AEW won this weekend. Bro, I wouldn't know. I didn't watch anything, Eric. And what did I miss, bro? What did I miss? Match Mania. Io Sky tweets how great the main event was, how amazing it was. She lost the championship. LOL. You can't make this stuff up. I hope this company folds. Well, I don't think we have to worry about the WWE folding anytime soon. But, bro, it is as clear as day. There is no reason to watch any of these shows. None. Watch the highlights. And again, somebody from Netflix, somebody from USA Network really needs to explain to me why it was okay to spend millions and millions and millions of dollars on a show nobody is watching. They have trained the audience. Just go get the clips. And that's why I keep saying, bro, there are loopholes in contracts. We saw what happened with Fox. Fox did not renew WWE. Why? Because they weren't getting a return on their investment. It's that simple. If the WWE was making Fox money, they would still be on Fox. They are not on Fox. Do you know how valuable Fox was to them? To get SmackDown promoted on every NFL game over the weekend? Do you know how profitable and important that was to the WWE? Alejandro, I saw a clip of you bashed at the B2000. What was it like working at WCW? Also, I'm tired of fans saying you killed WCW. Well, bro, listen, if anybody thinks a writer can kill a show, they're beyond stupid, bro. They don't have a brain in their head if they actually think a writer can kill a show. So those are marks, bro. This is a no mark zone. But the question was, yeah, bro, WCW was a political cesspool. That's all it was, bro. At the end of the day, it was politics, 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 and more politics. It was older veterans being paranoid of losing their spots. So the guy pushing the younger guys and the guys in the middle was going to be a target, which I was. And the story goes on and on and on and on. Guys, if you want to ask me anything, if you want to be a part of this conversation, we got almost 400 people in here. Thank you, guys. Do it through a super sticker or a donation. Guys, remember, if you've never been a brand member, you can get a free week and you could try us out. All you got to do is go to patreon.com/RussoTWC. If you like it, bro, it's only 75 cents a week for the first tier. You could listen to me and Stevie Ray, Stevie Richards, Ben Hameen, EC3, Al Snow, the Disco Inferno, Jeff Lane. You get a lot of great shows over on russosbrand.com. Guys, if you are watching this right now on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the channel. And please leave a comment. But what I am saying, guys, is as a writer, with the schedule they have, it is next to impossible for them to put out good content. There aren't enough hours in the day. Bro, why do you think television shows have a season? Whether it be 20 weeks or 5 months, whatever it is. They have seasons, bro, because writers get burnt out. Because you can only write so many hours of good television before you need to take a break, refuel, clear your head. And the fact in wrestling, the fact that you've got to write even one show every week goes above and beyond. One show. One pork chop, one. And what are we talking about? Raw, SmackDown, Legends and Future Stars. Now the Writers Room, NXT, Evolution. That's 6. Who knows what else they have, bro? Then you got your Saturday night main events we're going to throw in there. Then we're going to throw PPLs in there. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? They're lucky they even put anything on the paper. Impossible to write a good show with that kind of a schedule. I don't care who you are, bro. I don't care who you are. It's oversaturated and it's watered down and it's bad, bro. And that's why social media numbers are going through the roof. That's all people can take. Guys, any last questions, man? Let me know. We could do it through a super sticker or donation. You could ask me anything you like, and I will bring you right up here on the screen. And bro, you could say I'm a hater. I'm actually making excuses for them. I'm actually making excuses saying it is impossible to provide good content with so many shows. That's why everything is filler, bro. Everything is filler. Everything is a long, meaningless match with no stakes. They've got to fulfill their contractual obligations. And they've created this environment. Yes, they are making a lot of money, but they are also doing damage to their brand. Guys, remember, man, you want a free week? Hold on. Let me pause that for Carlos. Hold on, Carlos, under the wire. It does feel like we're going to those 1996 WWF Dark Days era, but worse, at least we had stars, HBK, Undertaker, Bret Hart. You ain't going to get an argument from me, my friend. Oh, my gosh. You guys are late to the dance. All of a sudden, I've got a ton of super stickers. I want to make sure I address you all. Damn that traffic jam. WWE AEW is the biggest winner. WWE and AEW is the biggest winner. I enjoyed it. Eric, Vince, when you and they were writing Raw, how many drafts and formats did you go through before you got to the final draft? I wouldn't say drafts and formats, Eric. We always got down the format. And once we had the format down, it was just constant tweaking little things, man, to make everything better. But the format was in place very, very early on. SD Bandito. What's going on? Good morning, Mr. Russo. At least John Cena is keeping his promise that pro wrestling is being ruined. Why would John Cena say that if he didn't believe it? Why would John Cena say that if he didn't believe it? You know why? Because all of the veterans believe it, bro. All of the veterans believe Flippy is stupid, bro. Flippy is stupid. But none of the veterans are going to say it in the hopes and the dreams that they get hired by the WWE. But since I have no interest in that, I will tell you, Flippy is stupid. Guys, patreon.com/Russo TWC. Get your free week of the brand. Try us out. After that, it's only 75 cents a week. Guys, I will be back on Friday. With another episode. Also at midnight, I will be dropping a brand new episode wherever you get your podcast of Vince Russo. Before my head explodes. I will be dropping that at midnight tonight. That is it, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Have a great, great day.